What is up, y'all? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about Benefit Cosmetics and Sephora because it is being alleged that they are copying a indie brand. And I have to say, actually, there may be some truth to this. I'm going to play a TikTok within today's video from the owner of Dew of the Gods. You know what's driving me so crazy about this is I was looking on TikTok before, and I specifically remember that this guy, the owner of Dew of the Gods, had an issue before with another brand. And within his TikTok too, he did make a comment, which you guys will see, that he did sue another brand before and won. So I am like scratching my head over here that I'm like, I talked about him before in another video, and for the life of me, I can't remember it. And I was searching on TikTok too, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I remember that I found this information from TikTok. So if you guys remember anything about Dew of the Gods and like who he sued, please let me know, because that is just so heavy on my head that I'm like, why can't I find this information? Like, I could have sworn I did a video about it. I'm all scrolling through my videos, but then I was like, oh, you know what? I've been making drama videos now for like 4.5 years. So I just have way too many videos. And I'm just like, damn, I don't remember who. Well, basically, the owner of Dew of the Gods is like saying that Benefit is jacking his style. And actually, you know what's really crazy? They're using the same exact font on one of their new products, which ironically enough, the product that he is talking about was in one of my anti-hauls like last month, or I want to say maybe in May. I forget. So ironic. It's actually a highlighting product from Benefit Cosmetics. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about that within today's video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, and let's get into it. Before we get into the actual TikToks, I do want to talk about this brand Dew of the Gods, because ironically enough, I saw the owner's TikTok randomly on my For You page. I want to say maybe about a month ago, and he was like showing a house that he's like building, and then he bought the house next to it too, and it's like massive mansions, like huge houses, right? And then he has like a Rolls Royce, like the like SUV looking one that's like $500,000. And it got me to thinking, like, is Dew of the Gods really that popular of a brand? Because I don't really see anybody ever talking about it. And then he does say within his TikTok that I will be playing in a little bit that his brand sells millions of units per year. And I'm sitting over here like, why do I not hear anybody talking about Dew of the Gods if he's like obviously making this much money, and if he's selling millions on millions of units per year of product? Like, shouldn't it be way more popular? Like, I'm just a little bit like tripped out as to, I don't know, like, why are these products so popular? Because if I'm keeping it real with you guys, like, I'm not even trying to be shady or anything like that. But if you head over to Dew of the Gods website, like say for example, there's only like 17 reviews on one product, 57 reviews on one product, 154, 187 for the Fila Collagen under eye pads, and that's like the most reviews. So I'm kind of a little bit tripped out right here as to like how this brand is so successful, and I'm not even saying that to be shady. The reason why I'm saying that is like, damn, can an indie brand be pulling in this much money to where he can buy two mansions next to each other and completely like be revamping them and then like be driving around in a Rolls Royce and stuff? Like, it just got me so curious to thinking as to like, damn, how is this guy pulling in that much money? But I am curious though to know about the products. If you guys have tried them before, please let me know, because I do have to say, within the comment section of the video that we're going to be talking about within today's video, a lot of people were saying that they absolutely love Dew of the Gods, and you guys know that I love trying new products. So let me know if you guys have tried anything from them. Honestly, if I'm keeping it real with you guys, like going over everything, I'm kind of like, the only thing that catches my eye is the Super Base Serum Mist. That actually sounds interesting. And other than that, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Anyways, before I play the TikTok, let me give you guys just a little bit of a summary here. So this guy, the owner of Dew of the Gods, is saying that Benefit Cosmetics and Sephora is jacking his style. And honestly, look, I know a lot of people are kind of like, then there's some people commenting too on his video that, oh, this is kind of like a reach. But if you know that Sephora and Benefit know who you are, it does kind of seem like, okay, actually, this could be a potential knockoff. Do you know what I mean? But here's where I have to say, before even getting into his TikTok, maybe you guys can educate me on this specifically. If, say for example, his brand is called Dew of the Gods and he's talking about a Benefit product called Dew La La, he doesn't have a liquid highlighter. Well, at least I don't see it on his website. I am scrolling through like shop all products, and I don't see anything about a liquid highlighter, a cream highlighter, anything like that. Of course, yes, he does have his branding on every single one of his products called Dew of the Gods, but wouldn't this have to be like within the same category to be able to sue them? Obviously, I don't know anything about the law, so I don't know how this works, but I'm a little bit confused about this, because say for example, if he's not selling any type of like liquid highlighters, like how would you go about suing Benefit for kind of like, you know, I don't want to say copyright infringement, but like copying, do you know what I mean? So it's like, how would you do that if it's like not even the same product? Can you do it just solely based on the font. Do you know what I mean? I'm a little bit confused about that. But anyways, go ahead and check out this TikTok right here.
I think that Benefit Cosmetics and Sephora have teamed up to copy my brand, and I want to talk to you guys about it. In the past few days, I've been getting tons of DMs about this new product from Benefit called Do La La. This looks exactly like my brand, Dew of the Gods. In fact, that is my brand's actual font. That's the font of our logo. Now, although we do own the global trademarks all around the world to the name Dew of the Gods in Class 003, which is beauty and cosmetics, I know that I don't own the word Dew, and I know that I don't own this font. But as somebody who recently sued one of the biggest skincare brands in the entire world in US Federal District Court and won, I am no stranger to huge brands copying my tiny little brand thinking that they can get away with it. What you might not know about US trademark law is that it's not necessarily who owns what. The bigger question examined in the case of trademark infringement is the consumer confused? Are you, as the consumer, confused about who you're buying this product from? I don't know what you guys think, but tons of my followers have reached out saying that they are confused. It's not just that it's using the word do and that the font is the exact same as my logo. It's that the overall aesthetic of this product doesn't look like Benefit's aesthetic. It looks like mine. You might be thinking, Ryan, why would Sephora and Benefit care about you? How are you making this link? You're reaching. But then I got to thinking, who owns Benefit Cosmetics? LVMH owns Benefit Cosmetics. You know who else LVMH owns? Sephora. When I saw that, I got to thinking. I pitched my products directly to Sephora and they rejected our brand. You want to know why they rejected us? Here is their actual answer. Hi, not a fit for us. Brand does not feel cohesive. People were thrown off by the packaging inconsistency. That's funny because this Do La La product and its packaging looks nothing like the consistency of Benefit's other products. Whether or not you view this as willful trademark infringement, I think at the very least, they definitely obviously look really similar. And you can't tell me that Benefit, Sephora, and LVMH don't know about my brand because we sell millions and millions and millions of units every single year. I'm just honestly sick of huge companies thinking that they can steamroll the design, intellectual property, and ideas of small brands. I'm glad that Sephora said no to us. My brand is launching in one of the biggest prestige beauty retailers in the world this September, and it's not Sephora, but it is a beauty retailer that respects and acknowledges small beauty brands.
So as y'all saw from right there, it's looking like he is going to be moving forward with this lawsuit, and I get where he's coming from in the aspect of obviously he has been in contact with Sephora before because he was trying to get them to carry his brand. And I totally understand that. I would be like, I'm a little skeptical of this too. But I just wonder how this one would play out in court. It's like bothering me so much that I like didn't find the other brand that I know that I talked about it before in a video that who he sued and won, because I'm just so curious to know like what was the grounds of that and how he won on that one, because I don't know why for some reason, in my opinion, I don't know if this one would stick, only because like it's not the same exact, like say for example on his products, like this one right here, it's called Feels, right, which is a polishing face scrub. It says Dew of the Gods at the top, but then it doesn't say like Dew of the Gods sideways, right? So I'm just kind of like, okay, you could see things are a little bit different there. I do have to say this though, 100% the font is clearly the same. And then also another thing that I did want to touch on that he said within his video is that his whole basically like reasoning as to why Sephora didn't want them or want his brand in their stores was because the packaging like was, confusing and whatnot. He did bring up a really good point though, is that this packaging from Benefit Cosmetics does not fall in line with anything from Benefit Cosmetics. If you guys have or like own things from them, they're known for that, like I can't think of the right type of term. You like just very like old school, very just, I don't know, like I can't think of the right word. Obviously, I'm not like a design major or anything like that, but they have this very specific look. Like if you guys have their eyebrow pencils, if you guys have their like brow pomades, like just everything from them has a specific type of look. And it really does seem like this new product of theirs, which is the Do La La, it seems like something that is not from them. This doesn't look like their packaging, and that is 100% true. This does look something, but like it looks like something from a different brand. It doesn't look like something that they would come out with before. I do specifically want to talk about this product though, because why is it $38? The Do La La. I remember putting this inside my anti-haul and I was like, okay, you guys know that I'm just not going to be using no like, liquid highlighter or things like that. This is kind of like, I guess like MAC strobe cream, just to make your skin look a little bit more dewy. But I'm like, damn, $38? That's a little bit expensive. Any which ways, y'all, I have to say, in my personal opinion, I'm so curious to know how this would hold up in court, only because I don't know, like I totally do get it. You're like, yes, the font is exactly the same, but then I feel like the products are different, and then also on top of that too, it's labeled differently. And then also too, I am a little bit confused in the aspect of, say for example, his brand name is Dew of the Gods, and this is a product named Dew La La. So if you guys know anything about that, please let me know. I do want to go over some of the comments here, because somebody actually did comment this and said, nah, this is a huge reach, to be honest, and that does have 99 likes on it. But then you do have other people out here that said 100% thought it was Dew of the Gods, you know. And then somebody else commented right here, I would be confused. And then another comment right here, if I saw that in a store, I would think it belongs to you because of the font and the first three letters. I would just think it's another product from you. So I totally do understand that. But look, I'm not even saying this to be shady, but obviously these are people that follow him. They're, you know, supporters of his. So obviously they're going to kind of see things, you know, his way. I'm looking at it as like as objectively as possible if this would hold up in court. Do you know what I mean? Like I really am sitting here like, I don't know, like, yes, he is so right about this not being on brand for Benefit, 100%. And yes, he is so right about, like, the Dew, like, whole logo. Like, I totally get it. The font is exactly the same. But then I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it would be necessarily considered confusing. Do you know what I mean? Because he doesn't have that exact packaging. He does have packaging that is kind of similar, you know, to it, but I wouldn't say like exactly like it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm so confused. Like, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm like low-key. Okay, I'm not being shady. I'm not being messy, but I'm like low-key hoping that he moves forward with this lawsuit, only because I want to see how it would play out, because I do get his whole story, but then at the same time too, I'm kind of like, I don't know if this would hold up though. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't seem like it's like an exact ripoff. Do you know what I mean? If he did have a liquid like highlighting product like that, I would think so. Do you know what I mean? Then I'd be like, okay, no, that is kind of shady. And especially being that Sephora knows about it. But then being that he doesn't have that exact type of product, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. But once again, I'm uneducated about this. I'm just someone on the internet giving my opinions. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. And let me know if you guys feel like this would hold up in court, because I'm so curious about that. And say, for example, if you were the judge and this was presented to you from Sephora and then from Dew of the Gods, who would you let be the winner? I'm so curious of that too, because I'm like, I don't know what I would do. Like, I understand where he's coming from. Do you know what I mean? Like, things do seem like a little fishy there, especially being that he has reached out to Sephora before and they have looked over his whole brand aesthetic. So it's kind of like, it is possible. And you guys know these brands are shady. So I don't know. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.